Hi Nader, I just wanted to kind of show you this on my computer just for the sake of, um, you know, hopefully we're on the same page as far as how you want these to work. Um, so the hinge is pretty basic, right? Um, I did uh, chamfer the surface here so that if they wanted to do a cold connection rivet, that it would countersink in there nicely. Um, or also, it just makes it easier for the solder to weld through there. But I can just as easily put that back out. But I thought that that would be it would just make putting it together a little bit easier. The inside of this is pretty basic. Um, and then I did kind of test this out. I'm confident that this is going to rotate in the way that you want it to. It should go 90 degrees like that. It shouldn't go any farther, but it should open all the way up like that. And of course, you just need a 1mm wire to go through there. So you could go either way. You could go cold connection or solder it, whatever. Either way would work. If there is a slightly different hinge that I had laid out, it looks a little bit different. You know what? Here, let me just try and find it. Where's that? Back here somewhere. I think it's right. Nope, too far back. Yeah, here we go. If you'd rather have this look, I have that done as well. And that's going to rotate just a little bit narrower. It's not going to open up as much. Just not knowing exactly. It's not going to open up that far. It's only going to open up to right about there, where the metal meets there. So that particular one doesn't fold open all the way like to a 90 degree. But either way, whatever one you want, I can put on there. We'll just call this one layout A and the other one B if you want to tell me if you want to change it. If I don't hear from you, I'll just leave it like this. Alright, so that's the wire you got to add later. Another reason why this is nice right here is if this fills during casting, at least your guys kind of know where they're supposed to drill the hole out in the casting. So that's that. Okay, over here is where you have your clasp, right? So you're going to hand make your tongue. So this just represents the pusher. My understanding is you're going to make the tongue. The tongue can attach the bottom of it right here in this little spot. And then I tried to make the female end of the clasp in such a way that you could actually cast it. And I don't know, maybe if it's wishful thinking, because you're probably going to mold this too, right? Well, if you want, I can make this a separate piece that your guys can drop on there. Actually, it is a separate piece. So if you'd rather just have it like that, and then they can drop that piece on, that should mold really nicely. So, and you've got a nice ledge in here to catch the tongue. So that should work out pretty good. And then I did put the figure 8 hardware on there as well. I made it just a little bit more oblong so it would hold up for molding and casting. The only other thing is the thickness is 2.5 millimeters from here to here. I know you want different widths. This particular one is 6 millimeters. How thick do you want this? Like 2.5 millimeters to me seems pretty good if you're going to cast it solid. But if you want this thicker, I can hollow out these areas. In fact, on these bracelets, it should be pretty straightforward for hollowing. Yeah, actually, it doesn't take much to hollow those out. In fact, probably want, oh, maybe it's not that easy. Well, either way, I can get it done. So let me know how you want it. I think this 6mm is going to weigh about 22 grams, which is, you know, kind of heavy, but I don't know if you're doing all these in sterling or what, but that's where I'm at right now. And the actual inside diameter of this, it's about 46 by about 60. It's probably 60 by 45. So the only other thing I was going to do is to make this more comfortable, I was just going to go ahead and comfort fit kind of the inside. That might take a little bit of your weight down as well. So that would be nice, right? So that'll look something, of course it's probably not going to work because I'm on camera, I'm on video. What in the world? I'm sure you know what I mean, but it's the smallest fillet I've ever seen. There we go. I was just going to take the edge off on the inside. That's pretty much the last thing I would do to this model to give it to you. But from a technical standpoint, that's where it's at. I'm going to save this and send it to you along with a link for this video. You'll be the only one that'll be allowed to view this video, even though it'll be posted on YouTube. But let me know what types of changes you need made to this, because I know it's going to be kind of like a master model for a lot of things to be built off of, and also what widths that you need there. Okay, thanks, Nader.